It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Coming up next.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Running right through it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That scrambled. Yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. They'll run it with Elliott, fighting him off. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Then we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Allen going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Nifty move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards. Two plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. A well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first down, Tagovailoa flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another? Does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. Make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have the first down. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 48 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2.
know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They complete it to Hill. Oh, able to avoid him. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. To throw, White. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Off play action, here's White. Rolling to his right. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
A quick hitter complete. It's Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. White. Pass incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So White and the Dolphins down by 8, 2:21 the time left. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. They'll roll him out right. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And Zeke is in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, outside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. White looking to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
The Bills offense back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Now Allen, fighting to stay upright. They shakes him off. Now he'll escape to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins. timeout. Allen on first down. Murray, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. Throwing, Allen. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diamond catch.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for the #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here's first and goal. Here's Allen. Murray will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well,